welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney, and today I'm here to share with you my September Sew My Style make, which is the Fringe Blouse by Chalk and Notch, and I will pop a link up there of what it looks like and that kind of thing. Okay, the little pattern review. I will show you what it looks like on, talk a little bit about the fabric I use, so keep this nice and short and sweet. I did view B, I believe, which is the view without buttons. It just pops over your head. You can kind of see, sorry, it's really up close. I decided to omit the ties that go around to the back just because, I don't know, I hate waist ties. I mean, like when you use that for fitting and cinching in. So I did my full bust adjustment and then graded it back down to the original waist size. And I believe I made a size 12. Did a full bust adjustment, and I think I added 3 inches total, so 1.5 inches on each side. But then because then I just graded the waist back down, took that, some of that, shaved that back off because the skirt actually gathers on. So then it's not quite as, I can still get it on and off over my head easy, but it's not quite as baggy and loose. And I think I've created some nice shaping here, so that's exciting. As far as the fabric, let's see, I also did the little sleeves that have like the cuff on them. I think version A has a longer sleeve that then kind of rolls back with a little tab, but I kind of wanted less is more a little bit this one. Also losing my bra strap, sorry. So anyway, a little bit about the fabric. I used I think it's a Joel Dewberry rayon out of my stash that has literally been there for maybe 6 or 7 years. It's been there forever. I had 2 yards of it. I got it at our local fabric store. This is narrow though. It was only a 45 probably inch wide fabric. So I've had a real issue on finding something that I could make from it. However, I thought that this top, now I think in the samples that some of it's made up in like cottons, definitely there are a couple that are made up in rayons and maybe even like a lightweight linen. But because I'm busty, anything that is not fitted, I like drape because otherwise I look like I'm wearing a tent. If anything does not fall nicely over the bust, it just sticks straight out and makes me look 20 pounds heavier than I am. So I really wanted something with drape for this top, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. This has a curved hem, like kind of like a men's shirt tail hem on the bottom, and I used, try not to flash you here, I used a bias binding for the bottom there. So kind of like a bias facing. I find that so much easier to hem those curves where you're going, you know, a tight concave curve, tight convex curve. It's just so much easier if you've got bias tape to help you do those curves. And I feel like you can get more, your width stays the same. You know, you're not getting like super skinny and then really big and fat, and things aren't twisting as bad. And I used store-bought bias binding. I don't use that for a lot of things. Occasionally for hems or facings if I want to have a little bit more structure. So it's just the stuff that you can buy at Joann's or Hobby Lobby or wherever that I think is like a cotton poly blend, and it's pretty stiff. But I kind of like that for the hem of this. It gives me a little bit of weight, and I'm into that. So there you go. It has top stitching, so facing on the neckline, and she has you do top stitching around the front and down the front placket. I love that. I think it looks great. And that's about it. This is just a really simple, easy top. Now I will say, I think the colors that I chose might lend themselves a little bit more towards spring and summer. I mean, there is the dark teal that's in there, so this may get somewhere this winter. A little bit, or the fall at least, maybe with a jacket and white jeans. I wear my white jeans year round. But yeah, I really like it. In fact, I was actually kind of surprised how much I liked it. I wasn't super inspired, hence why I used a fabric that's been in my stash for 7 years. Wasn't super inspired by this one really, but now that it's made up, I'm really happy with it, and it's very comfortable, and I wore it to my daughter's birthday party the other day. So there you go. So without further ado, I will show you the twirls of this one, and that's it for today. Next coming up, I have my Sew Over It Work to Weekend capsule wardrobe reveal, my lookbook, so that's exciting. And also my tutorial for how I lined my Anna trench coat will be right after that. So keep an eye out for those, and until next time, happy sewing. Bye.